So there's Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. So we're gonna maybe lower the desktop audio a little bit just to kind of make it a little easier for you to hear me. Because it's quite loud. It is louder than I am, I think. Okay. Well, at least it's loud in my ears. I'm gonna lower it on my own computer. There we go. Okay. Because it was like right in my ears. I'm just like, that's very loud. Okay, so we're gonna just goof around in the sandbox. This is, again, just a test. So what I actually am planning on doing here is I'm gonna actually pull up some infamous bits from Gettysburg, the Battle of Gettysburg, and I'm gonna see if I can get them to actually work. In Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. The odds are very low that this is going to work. So we're gonna see, let's see. So we're gonna just kind of pull up a couple like a couple of moments from Gettysburg, and we're gonna actually try to recreate them. So I think, this is probably, now we have a couple terrain options. We have Scotland, we have Japan, we have Denmark, which is winter. So if you want to, we have the desert, Sahara, and we have Japan. None of these, of course, are, you know, Pennsylvania, 1863, but we're going to do our best. So I'm going to try to do, Little Round Top Day 2, we're going to, yeah. Okay, there we go. So I've got my format. So now, conveniently, usually these things are done with red and blue. So I'm actually going to do this. Now, what's interesting about Gettysburg is we've got the, you would think it's actually, it's a little bit counterintuitive. The South is coming from the North, and the North is actually defending from the South, because they circled around the town and they came back in. So, what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to try to set up to the best of my ability Little Round Top on day 2 of the Battle of Gettysburg. But this is kind of going to be hard because this is a flat bit of terrain here. So there's only so much I can really do. So like, let's put some artillery, let's see. So let's see, do we have artillery? So mostly it's going to be these guys. So we have the 20th Maine back here. So I'm going to, these guys will be the 20th Maine. We're just going to, the closest thing I can use is Napoleonic. So this is the best I can do here. We don't have, like, Gettysburg. Okay, then the rest of the 20th Maine is over here. And they kind of form like a hook formation around like this. And then we go to the 83rd Pennsylvania. Alright. 44th New York. I'm kind of just trying to do this weird... I'm trying my best. Okay, look. I do have a degree in this. I actually do. I swear to God, I do have a degree in Civil War era studies. It was actually my minor at college, incidentally, where I went to Gettysburg. So yeah, so let's see. So that's pretty close, I think, to what I'm trying to do. Yeah, there we go. There they are. Yeah, they've updated this since, so it's a little, yeah, different. Oh, okay, let me see if my chat works. No. Is my chat gonna work? Okay, well, whatever. It should be working, hopefully. Okay, it's not working on my phone. Go figure. So the 15th Alabama comes in from over here on sort of an angle like this, and they attack. The 47th Alabama comes in. Okay, so a lot of these units were from Alabama and Texas over here on the Confederate side, and they kind of came in on like an angle from like over here. The problem is I can't really set it up officially because I can't have them cross this line, because then they would become Union, and that would completely ruin what I'm trying to do right now. To see how I can get this to do what actually happens here at Little Round Top. This is just an a best, you know, I'm trying my best. Okay. I think that's approximately good. Oh wait, there's the 44th. Devil's Den back here. I'm just gonna put a couple. The 44th Alabama was back at Devil's Den, and they were called in as reinforcements, so I'm just gonna throw them back here. Devil's Den, if you've never seen it in Gettysburg, is kind of want to even these out a little more so they're about the same, just to kind of give it a fair shot. Whoop. Can I remove one unit? I don't know. You know what? Here, so we'll do this. We'll just add one here. There we go. Okay, now they're even. So, I mean, they weren't even in, obviously, in the battle, but this is an attempt to get this to work. So we're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully. Okay, so let's give this a go. Now, what actually happens here is Little Round Top is a small hill, and it is defended expertly by the Union because they have the high ground. Between Devil's Den, which is a rock outcropping, which I'm using this rock in the back here as Devil's Den. We're trying, and then there's a gully, basically like a valley, and it rises up into this outcrop called Little Round Top, which is a small hill. Next to a hill creatively named Big Round Top, because remember, this is Pennsylvania in 1863, and, you know, we hadn't gotten that creative with naming yet. So, and what actually happened was the Union had the high ground here, and the Confederacy repeatedly were trying to take Little Round Top, and this lovely fellow named Joshua Chamberlain, who was a math teacher, a math professor, his unit over here, the 20th Maine, basically is very famous for essentially fending off pretty much a pretty relentless assault for several hours, and so Joshua Chamberlain is pretty famous amongst Civil War people. So we're going to see if totally accurate Joshua Chamberlain holds up here with the 20th Maine against this Confederate assault. So let's give it a go and see what happens. Okay. The 20th... oh, jeez. Okay, the 20th Maine is represented by those guys in the back there. So we're trying here. So here's the Confederacy. They're kind of coming along across. The reinforcements are coming up from Devil's Den. So far the Union line seems to be holding up decently, even though they don't actually have the high ground on this game. I like their eyes. I like how their eyes get X'd out when they die. Like, this is a great... 20th Maine is still in the corner over there. Yeah, see, they're all dead over here. So these are the only Confederates left right now, coming in from that side angle. And the 20th Maine seems to be the only ones left over here. So, alright. Yeah, this is going to come down to a showdown between the 20th Maine and the reinforcements of the 44th Alabama coming up from Devil's Den. If you're wondering why nobody seems to be able to hit anybody, it's because muskets couldn't. Okay, so that actually was totally accurate. I tried. Joshua Chamberlain won in simulation. Okay, so that was correct. That happened. So let's see. So let's do another one. How about we're gonna do Pickett's Charge. Pickett's Charge is the final, probably one of the most famous moments of the Battle of Gettysburg. I'm just gonna clear these because I gotta reset the battlefield. What happened was, the Confederacy decided they were going to do this last-ditch effort to try to overwhelm the Union line, and so Pickett, one of the commanders who this assault is named after, he just went, and these men marched across, like, a couple miles across this field, full well going into General Meade of the Union's main line that was up on this hill. And there's some very bloody fighting here. Like, the angle is there, which is like a little kind of hooked area along that hill. The copse of trees is there, which is another famous point on the battlefield. And so you'll see Pickett and Armistead's units and Pettigrew's units coming up across. I'm using my hands to talk. I don't know why, because no one can see my face. I'm just that Italian. Yeah. So these people, so the Confederate units are gonna come up straight forward, and basically they walk right into a large chunk of artillery fire and infantry fire, and it ends very badly for them. It's really a mess. So this is the furthest north the Confederacy ever gets, is to this point. So we're gonna line this up, and this is gonna be a long line here we're gonna do. So let's get some Confederates marching across this field. And this is actually, if you actually go to the field, you'll see this is actually quite sad. because, you know, having been there, it's, when you see what the field looks like and you see how they're just walking in it's a completely open field. They're just walking to their deaths for 2 miles wearing wool uniforms in July in Pennsylvania. It is absolutely horrific in every sense of the word. And it's, you feel for these people because, like, this, they were just basically sent to their deaths. So it's really, yeah, I'm trying to say, okay, just throw in some more. I feel bad. These Confederates are basically going to be cannon fodder here, presuming I do this right. As you get the artillery folks up here, and there's also like a large chunk of Union infantry too here. So there's like, it's just kind of trying to get that little. There we go, filling in the gaps. No, fill in the gaps of where there are no soldiers right now. Okay, there we go. Good enough. Okay. So now, of course, we have a ton of Union folks here, too. They were up here. This is often referred to as the high water mark of the Confederacy. There's actually a spot on the battlefield that marks the farthest north they got. So they were walking across this field. Eventually it goes slightly uphill. So it actually, eventually they end up slightly uphill. The Union had a very defensible position, and they basically had free rein to fire their artillery across the field. And so basically it ended very badly for the Confederacy here. There's a reason Gettysburg is widely considered by a lot of historians to be the turning point of the conflict. It's because the Confederacy just they had and there were a bunch of moments where they could have turned the tide of this battle, but this is not one of them. And strangely enough, it's become a touristy thing. Having gone to college in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and spent a lot of time there, I am unfortunately aware that there's a restaurant called General Pickett's Buffet. Put the artillery back here. The infantry normally lays down during an artillery thing, barrage, but I don't think they're going to do that because this is totally accurate battle simulator. Okay. That's about right. Okay. So let's see if this works. And let's see, so this is, again, very approximate. I don't know if this is going to be, as you can see, the Union spent significantly more money here. There's a reason for this. Okay, so we're gonna give this another go. Okay, apparently it's getting a little choppy, so I'm just gonna take a look, make see if my frame rate is down. Okay, it's... Okay, well, let's give this a go and see what happens. So this is supposed to be Pickett's charge. Yeah, it's a little... Whoa. Okay, that's my computer. I'm so sorry. You can see the artillery barrage here. I must be using something that's using up too much bandwidth. I probably need a better gaming computer. I don't know how he got over there. I'm gonna guess he was hit by an artillery strike from his own side here. The game seems to be running slowly on my end, so I don't know. It's probably that I need better technology to do this. Okay, here again, yeah, see, Union clearly wins that. And that's because they just clearly have the bigger... I mean, these guys walked right into an artillery charge. So, as you can kind of see, let's just kind of look at the full battlefield here. Yeah. This is to the best of my ability what I can do, because I don't have much terrain options.